My mom's from Italy, and I really kept the fact that I was gay from my mother for a long... Well, I think I did. I mean, you know, she probably sort of thought I was, but went and lived in the 4% doubt that she could go live in because I had never told her whenever it freaked her out too much. But, you know, we always had roommates. And so whenever my mom would come out, we would always say, oh, you can have this room, Mom, and I'll sleep in the room with David because, you know, I want you to be comfortable. So, and that all seemed to work in our frail reality that we call a family. So, so my mom came out to visit us, and I really wanted her to come because in this house in Castaic, we had bought this house, and it was a 3-bedroom house. It wasn't a huge house, but it was 3 bedrooms, and so there was really no reason for us to be sleeping in 1 bedroom. And so I basically kind of built myself this little trap that I knew I couldn't get out of. So we walked through the master, and I said, see, this is the deck, and it goes out on this bedroom, and this is the other bedroom, and the bedroom's down there. And I said, and that's the house. And my mom's like, oh, yeah, it's a nice house. Oh, it's nice. And so I go, yeah, so that's it. And she goes, so where's Dave asleep? So I said, well, he sleeps in here with me. And she said, you mean to tell me you and David sleep together? And I said, yeah. And she said, you mean to tell me you like to sleep with men more than women? And I said, well, I like to sleep with David. And we just sort of stood there on the landing of this house for like 30 seconds, and it felt like a gunslinger movie, you know what I mean? Like we were both just waiting for something to happen. And I remember I said, Mom, are you okay? And she said, I'm gonna go put the tortellini in the freezer. And so we went out, and we went to Target. Because whenever I tell my mother it's something earth-shattering, we like to go to a discount department store. But it was good because we bought towels and we walked around in Target, and the world hadn't changed. Everything was still sort of the way it was before I told her. And we came back that night, and David called his parents to wish them a Merry Christmas. And he had told his parents like a year before that he was gay. And we were downstairs in the open floor plan house, and I could hear this phone call he was having with his parents, and it was escalating, and I could hear him getting more and more angry. And he hung up the phone, and he came down the steps, and he was like, you know what? Remind me to just like never tell my parents again anything, okay? And I was like, what happened? What's wrong? And he goes, I was telling my dad what happened with your mom, and he just told me he doesn't love me anymore. And he burst into tears. And it happened so fast that I was frozen. I didn't know what to do. And my mom got up, and she went over and she got some Kleenex. And she gave him Kleenex, and she said, David, you stop crying. I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't like what you boys do, but that I would ever say to my son, I don't love you, this would never happen. And to me, your father is a very, very foolish man. And don't worry, because I'm your mother now. And I cried, and David cried, and then we ate the tortellini.